Hi there, I'm Peter Bernard, and in this week's quick follow-on video, I've got a bit more to tell you about the FenceDogs story that's coming up next. So a couple of weeks ago, I did a little video on these guys, FenceDogs, absolutely brilliantly simple piece of kit, which when combined with a 2040 aluminium extrusion like this, means you can add a fence quickly and easily to any MFT style top, and critically take it away again and put it back in exactly the same place. A few people didn't quite understand why that's a big deal. Why aren't you using, why not just clamp a piece of wood down there as a fence? Honestly, I give up at comments like that. I just don't know what to say. Anyway, most people agreed with me that this was a really good idea, and it's driven a lot of traffic both to the aluminium extrusion company and to the FenceDog company. Links, obviously, to both those firms in the description below. I did actually start that video by saying, well, you know, the addition of a fence and stops that will really make the difference from turning just a regular MFT style top to something that will give you accurate and repeatable cuts, because FlagStops are fantastic for that kind of thing. And you know, not unreasonably, a few people have said, well, that's, you know, like the video, FenceDogs look fantastic, the extrusion looks brilliant, where are the stops? And I think I said in the, when I did the video, it's a work in progress. I'm developing this for a bench build that I'm doing for myself, and the FenceDogs were just so good I wanted to share them, but the whole thing isn't ready yet. And I've been fiddling around with, you know, little bits and pieces, bits of T-nut and all kinds of stuff, and I've been chatting, swapping a few emails and a couple of phone calls with Ralph from FenceDogs UK, the guy behind the FenceDogs product, which is absolutely brilliant. And I mentioned the FlagStop thing to him, and he said, oh, I've got some FlagStops, I made some for myself, I'll send you a couple. And lo and behold, in the post comes a couple of beautifully machined FlagStops. So these are really nicely machined little blocks of, I don't know what it is, some kind of plasticky material. Ralph's tearing his hair right now. MDEPE, high density stuff, I don't know, plasticky stuff. Very hard wearing, really, really nicely put together. Comes with a simple little locking knob and a, you know, the usual kind of flag stop. What's really interesting is, although they will actually fit the standard Festool MFT style fence, they don't quite work properly because the body of the flag stop sits slightly proud of the MFT fence, and what you really want in a flag stop is once the flag stop is up and out of the way, you don't want it to be in the way of the fence at all. So at a pinch you could probably get them to work by swapping this around so that the flag comes at the front side, but probably not the best of things to do. Best to keep them for the V-groove extrusion if you can. And for the V-groove extrusion, they work incredibly well. Now, one of the things that I really like about working with smaller firms, smaller companies, is that they can be responsive, they can be reactive to comments and suggestions. I've only had this for a couple of days, and I've been playing around with them for a little bit. And one of the slight niggles that I found is that because I cut quite a lot of 6mm sheet material, whether that's for cabinet backs or for panel door panels, the flag on this is actually a little bit shy of the bench. So if you're using 6mm, it actually just slides right underneath. Now, this isn't a problem at all if you're using 9mm or 12mm like this, or 18mm or anything thicker. And it turns out that Ralph, the guy who makes the FenceDogs and the FlagStops, works mostly in 15 and 18mm sheet goods. So it just didn't sort of occur to him. He made these for himself, and didn't really occur to him that they might need to be a little bit longer. And when I suggested it, he said, oh, okay, I'll make them a little bit longer, just like that. That's the kind of fantastic response that you really get from sort of small firms like this. So going forwards, these will be a little bit longer on the long leg and a little bit longer on the short leg as well, so that if you actually use the 2040 fence on its back, so the 20mm high, you can actually flip this round and still use the short leg as a stop. So there you go, really simple, nicely put together little flag stop. Far better put together than anything I could sort of throw together myself, I have to say. Really nice, really simple, does exactly what you need of it. It fits the V-groove 2040 aluminium extrusion that we've been using for fences. And it does exactly what it says on the tin. Great value for money at just £12.50. It's not much more than half the price of the official Festool style flag stops. So really, really good. What's not to like? FenceDogs Co.uk do all kinds of handy little bits and pieces, and hopefully I'll work towards bringing some of those to video as well over the next few weeks. But that's everything for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care.